Hi, my name is Ali Sanchez. I'm a traditional herbalist practicing from my clinic, the Alternative Healing Centre in the beautiful Blue Mountains just outside of Sydney. And you're watching Ali on Herbs. Now, I'm in the early stages of my mega juice and herb cleanse. It's a fasting program, and I thought while I'm in these early vlogs that I should talk about a very complicated, it doesn't need to be complicated subject, and that is what juicer to buy or use. Now, there's a few different types of juices. The first sort of what would I say, like the cheapest ones, entry-level ones are your centrifugal juices. That's what they're referred to, and they're the ones that kind of go meow, meow. You know, they're like your Breville Icon or Sunbeam or those sorts of ones. They're usually around the $100 mark, maybe some more expensive ones might be closer to $200. Now, they're a great juicer. I've used one for, gosh, over 10 years or more now. And but the problem with these, well, the positive is they're so fast. You know, if you want a juice, you can have one like that. But the problem is they're quite aggressive. So what happens is they actually break down the cell walls of your produce, so therefore kickstart the oxidation process, which is basically the herbs. Well, if you're using herbs, the herbs and the veggies and the fruit losing their nutritional value quite quickly. So it's really important if you have one of these juices that you drink your juice almost straight away, like at least in the first 10 minutes, literally. Now, the next level up would probably be your single geared slow juices. Now, no one has ever said this, and it's probably Captain Obvious, but I didn't really think it through. But when I first got a slow juicer, I realized they're really, really slow. So if you've got a busy life, kids, work, study, that sort of thing, be aware that they're more time consuming to make juices from the slow juices. Now, the single gear juices, well, the positive of these things is, unlike the centrifuge juices, they don't damage the cell walls as much. They've got to squeeze the juice out. So therefore, if you make a juice from a slow juicer, the quality of that juice decreases ever so slowly. So you can juice in the morning for a day's worth or even 2 days worth of juices. So while they're slow, if you put the time aside, you know, maybe listen to some YouTube videos or some podcasts, audiobooks, some music, whatever it is, get your funk on, put a video on and just go for it, and put that time aside to make some juices. And the other positive about these juices is the way they juice greens. You're not going to get the amount of juice out of a centrifugal juicer the way you will out of a slow juicer, and you'll notice that the pulp from these slow juices is a lot drier. I did have a single gear juicer, but what I found is that I juice a lot of the root veggies, you know, the carrots and beetroot and even ginger, and I'm finding that it doesn't really, the one I got to hear them, and the one I had hasn't been able to keep up the pace, so to speak. But I have a few friends who've got the Oscar and they reckon it's fabulous. They haven't had any dramas with that. So next up we've got the Twin Gear, which just is a bit stronger. I think it's even a bit slower, honestly, because I now have one. I've got the Green Star Tribest, whatever it's called, Twin Gear. It's a fabulous juice. It really is. The pulp is really, really dry, so you get a lot out of your greens, because I do juice a lot of greens, and that's fabulous. And I'm actually really, really happy with the Green Star, but it's freaking slow. It's so slow. I'm currently on the fast. I'm doing 4 liters a day. So that's 2 liters of greens and 2 liters of veggies and some fruit. It can take me over an hour to do 2 liters. And so I'm starting to, sometimes I do the 2 liters at night, but I'm an early riser, so it's hard to stay up, but I'm doing it. But then in the morning, you know, I take those juices with me to work or for my day, and then I might buy a juicer from the local juice store to get me by, and then I'll juice again of an evening. So while they're fabulous, the quality of juice is really, really good. You can even, I think it even tastes better, but they're really slow. So word of warning. In the end, the best juicer really is the one you use. Now I've done 30-day fast, juice fast on a centrifugal secondhand Breville juicer, and I know is it Joe Cross from Fat, Sick and Nearly Dead, wonderful movie. He's 60 days just with the Breville juicer too, so there's no reason why you can't start juice fasting or even just regular juicing if you've got the centrifugal juicer. And then, you know, if it really does come part of your life, then you probably want to upgrade to the slow juices. Yeah, so I hope that helps dispel some of the confusion around buying a juicer. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.